Welcome to the Christian and Daniel Show.
It's about to get real, well, you know the deal. You won't have to guess how either of them feel. Bringing up the things you don't think to know. Never knowing where the conversation will go. Just a little more than anything goes. It's a Christian and Daniel Show.
Hey, I'm Christian.
And I'm Daniel.
And this is the Christian
And Daniel Show.
Yay!
That is the first time that we've ever coordinated right.
Unintentionally, too. It's completely, what do they call it? Ad lib. That was not planned. Improv. There you go. It was improv completely.
Ad libbed.
Oh, wait. I have to drink weird. Hi, Chris. Hi, Daniel.
Cling. Why did I do cling when nobody does it?
I have no idea. I heard it.
Welcome back to the show. This is the Christian and Daniel Show. I want to welcome everybody who's watching us on all four channels of Facebook, friends on LinkedIn and Twitter, and all of our friends on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, we do us a favor, scroll down, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It'll let you know every time there's a new show airing, and that way you get notified of all the shows we have on the air. Christian and Daniel, Cardivo, Putting Together Conversations, all the new shows that we have, episodes and things we have coming up. Plus, you get notified when I post the breakfast TikTok videos, and that's kind of going through a morph too. So,
Yeah, it is cool. Kind of. Also, what's interesting is, trust us, there will be more content and different things that'll be showing and coming through our production company, Little Mexican Productions Incorporated. We got irons in the fire, folks. We got irons in the fire. Or how would they say it? Irons in the fire, people. Irons in the fire.
There's a lot of cool things coming along, so thank you for joining us. Remember that you can be part of the conversation, so make sure that you add your comments, questions, or whatever you want to write about. Just make sure you post it in the comments below, and we'll see it. How's it going?
It's going good today, Daniel.
Is it?
Today has been a good day.
Oh, we forgot to thank our people.
Oh, we'd like to thank Kai Kalama, our musical director.
Checo Doria, our
artistic director.
Designer, and Mr. Gabe Lido,
our stage manager,
who is now doing stand-up. I haven't shown you the video.
No, you haven't shown me the video. He asked me if I'd seen it, and I'm like, no, Daniel hasn't shown it to me.
Our friend Gabe Lido, you've seen him in the comments before. He is doing stand-up. He's doing his first open mics, and he's kind of funny. He's kind of funny. So if you don't know him, he's been a co-host, and he was our fill-in co-host when you were sick, and we'll sure to have him back again anyway. So. He's also been on Putting Together Conversations. He's all over the place.
He's done a few things.
He gets around.
That's what I heard.
So weird. But welcome everybody to the show. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna wait for more people to join in so we can play our videos. We have two TikTok videos today because we found them both very funny. But Mani Petty. I got Mani Petty.
Oh yes, Daniel had his nails done, his eyebrows done, and his feet done.
My brows. She laughed because she's like, "Oh, you have one brow," because it'd been like
over a year
since I got my brows done, and the lady that normally does her brows was like, "Oh."
She just have one.
She
brow.
did it she waits usually till the end.
Yeah, no,
she did it right off. She's like, let's mow that bush off.
Yeah.
And they said hello, and they were like, "Where is Christian?" And I said, "He doesn't like coming here anymore." So
you did not.
No, I said I came here straight.
I really need her to do my eyebrows. I need to go in there.
She said she messaged you, and she wanted.
They're just so sweet. Sure. These are the sweet artistic nail salon on Jefferson Boulevard in Culver City. They are the most lovely ladies there. We love them. We adore them. And they are well worth a visit if you're in Culver City.
And well priced.
Oh, yeah. The price is excellent. Their rates are really good.
I got Mani Petty eyebrows, massage on both hands and feet.
And extra massage on your feet.
For $75.
Total. Out the door. that I know someone might be thinking, oh my God. Well, yeah, if you live in anywhere other than California, yeah, that might be a lot of money to you. Because I mean, yeah, things are cheaper in other states. Like Florida, I mean, like not Florida, Texas, when we go, yes, I'm always shocked at how their deluxe mani-pedi stuff is all like so much cheaper. But that is cheap for California. That is really cheap, actually, particularly since he had extra massage on his hands and extra massage on his feet. And they do a good job. Their ladies are good.
I was able to leave a nice tip for them because it wasn't like you don't feel like you're like ugh.
Mm-mm.
But remember, there was a time when I didn't like pedicures.
I remember when it's before we did when we first met. Danny's like, I don't let anyone touch my feet, and I'm like, that's because they look like eagle talons. You need to let someone touch your feet.
How dare you?
So someone touched his feet. Now he's these supple, adorable little hooves.
And because I've always had problems with my nails. They just because of medical conditions. But then one of my toenails, my big toe, apparently from my foot doctor, I hit my foot somehow.
At some point,
that the nail died,
and so it turned that greenish, weird yellow color.
Yeah, it almost went.
Well, it's a dead nail. Yeah, everyone knows what a dead nail looks like.
And so I was putting on this cream that she prescribed, and it's working. But she's like, it takes about 6 to 9 months for the nail to grow out. So when I went yesterday, she just completely cut off all the nasty part, which made it well because I'm about to go to a conference and it's in a beach, so it'd be nice to take off my shoes. But because normally I don't, go on the beach much, but I will. And lately, because my diabetes is doing better, my neuropathy is doing better, so I'm not as cold all the time, so I'm able to walk around without socks on at home. And
his house is carpeted, mine is hardwood floors.
Long story for the point. But then my foot doctor gave me a recommendation, which is going to prove all Mexican moms correct.
I know, it's crazy. When he told me, I was like,
She said, if you have a bad nail,
or if you're having problems with your nails, like discoloring or something, hand or feet,
vapor rub.
And then you put a sock on it to
just
keep
leave
it.
But do it at night. Do it
overnight. Only she didn't say any other time than overnight.
She said during that night. So if your nails are having issues, we have commentary. Sorry, guys. If you have comments, if you have issues with your nails, hey, Piper, how you doing, sweetheart?
Hey, Piper.
So we go to the conference to be barefoot. Noted. Yes.
He's gonna be in Wilton Manor?
Not Wilton Manor.
Or Wilted Gardens.
It is something Manor in Florida.
Like something,
It's like 6 hours west of Orlando. Really, the Greeks say Windex.
I know, you're right.
Nope, not for the Mexicans. The Mexicans were all about the vapor rub. Ponle vapor rub, se quita. Ponle vapor rub. But I guess we could do our first video.
Oh, sure.
That one, Starbucks?
No, let's do that.
Is that right? Okay, so here's our first.
It's our TikTok pick of the week.
Let me get his name up here.
Or pick of the week number 1 for this week.
Oh, it is only Tuesday, but people be trying me. We just had a run-in with Starbucks Stacy. So against my better judgment, I decided to get an overpriced coffee. Cause as Uber Kathy reminded me, treat yourself, don't beat yourself. So I'm patiently waiting for my Ariana Grande latte. And they call my name. But before I can retrieve it, this woman in front of me goes to grab it. Starbucks Stacy. I said, I'm sorry, I think that's mine. P.S. Why the heck did I apologize for her mistake? Y'all, we need to stop doing that. But I digress. So Stacy looks at me and says, no, it's mine. I was here first. Yeah, no, that's not how it works, girl. My misspelled name is on the damn cup. And while your name very well could be Craig, I highly doubt your parents were that creative. So I said, right, but my name's on the cup. Mama held her ground. Right, but I was before you. Girl, I don't care if you were before Christ. That is my latte. Y'all, I was about to pop off, but Beatrice Barista stepped in. Mama said, that's his. Y'all, I snatched it, took a sip, and burned my tongue.
I love that guy. He is so funny.
6 hours of Orlando is the good old Mexico. No, not
the Gulf of Mexico.
Not there. Gulf of Mexico. But
you mean East of Orlando?
No, I don't remember. I'll remember where I'm supposed to go. Hold on. Y'all keep talking.
So
Y'all keep commenting.
yeah, I know. He's going to the he's going to be in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico.
Keep commenting. I will find out exactly where I'm supposed to go.
But yeah, he he was just commenting that he hadn't when we first met, Daniel wouldn't let anyone do anything to his feet. He wouldn't let him touch them or anything. And I go, those hooves need to be worked on. So I said, you need to let them touch your feet. And you know what? I can't remember how, but somehow he broke down and he just finally did it. And I'll tell you, bougie be born from there on.
It was the old place we used to go to.
Original Platinum Nails. That my really wonderful nail lady Brandy used to own it. And yeah, that was a really good time. She was really good. And then it was her friend who worked on your feet who did that.
Yes.
And she really helped you out, particularly when you were in the middle of cancer treatments. So that was really nice. She did a good massage on you. They really took good care of you. You know, we had people who really did step up, who didn't have to, but did step up during the time you were sick.
Well, remember
when Patty used to make that amazing soup for you that you loved. And it was one of the only things outside of what I would make him based on what he grew up with that he would keep down, that he wouldn't get sick over.
Remember when so there was a place down the street from the house and it was mostly breakfast. No, not breakfast.
I can't remember what it was
sandwiches
called.
And cookies. The pub.
The pub.
The
okay.
pub.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was a pub. Anyway, this lady Patty used to work there, and one day they had, before I got sick, they had this
ramen, like a ramen soup thing,
cheese and lettuce,
but super spicy.
And it was good. Like, what? And
it had lettuce, which was weird. It had lettuce on top, then the cheese, and it all melt. And somehow it worked. It sounds like in your mind, it sounds horrific, like the combination would be gross, but it worked.
But it was really good.
It was really good, and Daniel loved it.
And then the place shut down. Well, no, then I got sick.
Well, and then the place did eventually go out of. They got sold and then went out of business.
But when I got sick and you would go by yourself to get you stuff.
Oh, she'd make it.
Patty, didn't Patty ask you one time like why I wasn't going? And then
I told her he had cancer and everything, and she's like, oh. And so every time I'd walk in there, she would start making. She knew exactly how he liked it, so she would make it exactly the way he likes it. Every time I'd have a cup waiting for me to bring home to Daniel because she wanted him to eat because she said I don't want him to die. I want him to be healthy. And
then when they closed out the place, she became my housekeeper.
That sounds so wrong and bougie, doesn't it? It does. It's the truth, but it just sounds so bad. And then because of all the good she did for Daniel, we decided to make her our housekeeper. You bougie bees! You bougie bees! Oh my God! Like you're so what saints? You made this woman your maid?
I'm trying to find out where I'm supposed to go. Stop it! How dare you question me, woman?
But yeah, so we made her our maid. No, it just sounds. I can't get over how horrible.
It sounds like the beginning of a horrible sitcom.
Yeah, or at the very least, I was going. We have to like that. Sounds like something white. Like if we were white, that would be really bad.
We felt so bad for her. We gave her a job.
We felt so bad for her.
Now she makes.
We had to help her, so we asked her to be our maid.
And now she makes me soup every day.
It's fabulous.
She's fabulous.
We love her just like she's family.
What's her name again?
I know. When she leaves, we always say, "Vaya con Dios." Oh boy, do I know white people? I grew up. I was one of them.
Okay, so I'm trying to find where this place is. Hold on a second. All right, my glasses. Keep talking, people.
You want me to see?
Hold on. No, I want to see.
With your glasses.
Yes. I'm not wearing cute glasses today.
No, you're not. Those are the utilitarian professor glasses.
Fort Walton.
Oh, Fort Walton. I don't know where that is in Florida, but it's somewhere in Florida.
So we're
Central Florida, I think.
Fort Walton. So I'm going to Fort Walton. That's where this conference is. And
Fort Walton. Fort Walton.
It should be fun. But have
so yes, Daniel's going into the COVID hot zone, Florida.
Well, let's not talk about that right now. don't want to think about it till I'm there.
So weird.
But has anybody ever mispronounced or written wrong your name?
Written wrong my
Or
name.
written
You mean wrote my name incorrectly?
written wrong.
Written wrong my name?
Well, has anybody ever like, yes, I'm ready to travel, Micah. Oh my God, Micah, are you back? You're back in Mexico, right? You're back in Mexico.
And Mexico?
And Mexico. But has anybody else, has anybody ever written your name wrong? Has anybody ever written your name wrong, for those of you watching too, or completely messed up your name? Completely
You
messed
mean
up.
Christian Ramirez? No.
Nobody's ever written your name wrong or or changed your name. by
Not that I
accident.
know of. Not that I remember. Christian's kind of easy because it's spelled just like the faith, so people kind of know it. I don't know. I haven't. My name's not one of those names that's hard to mess up.
Yeah, you got home. Oh yeah, yeah.
Good, good,
'cause you
good.
left this morning. That's right. That's right. Because I used to when I was going to
But yeah,
when I was going to business school.
they'd mess up Daniel.
Well, there was a David Garcia in school,
Because that's just like Daniel.
and they would
Carson.
always mix us up. I would get his report card
Oh my
because
gosh.
we got it was a 10-month course, and I would get his report card and he would get mine.
No one would mess up my first names. Everyone messed up my last name. Ramirez, 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 Ramirez. Like they would say it in the weirdest way. It's like it's my name, so it's hard for me to come up with ways to mess it up. But yeah, my last name got massacred and still does.
I would think somebody would put an S in Ramirez.
Yeah, Ramirez. Ramirez instead of Ramirez.
Well, Micah, I'm not gonna lie that when I first met you, in my phone
You
I
did. You had
put I put MI till I realized I was wrong and I changed it. Blame it on phonics, yeah. Yo aprendí inglés con follow me. But remember the comics too? There's been several comic shows where the host has mispronounced my name.
Which is just bizarre.
That-
Like the last one, that guy really massacred. Like he's all
I have to look at the
he
video.
did he literally pulled a John Travolta. Like it wasn't even,
Garza or-
yeah, it wasn't even your name. Like I'm like, who is he talking about? I remember I went Garza,
Danal.
Danal,
Oh.
Danal, Jaharafat. And
Yeah,
you're like,
because
what?
because for everybody who knows me, I spell it Daniel G Garza. I always put the G in the middle, and I don't know if he thought the G
Like
was part of my name.
Gagarine,
That's what he said, Gagarza or something. Like that.
Gagarzine.
We'll have to find the video
Or
and
oh
show
wait,
it.
what was the name? Garcia. He was like Garcia because he didn't say Garza. He said like Garcia,
And then at the other place too, remember
They
they
did the
introduced
same
me.
thing.
They
The
introduced
idiots
me
did the
as,
same
as
thing.
David Garcia,
and the guy wasn't funny.
and I was like, David Garcia is my Mexican name.
Yeah,
My American name is Daniel G Garza. So yes, so it does happen, and I'm sure. Like,
Ramirez gets messed up. Christian, no one's ever really mispronounced. I mean, come on,
I throw the G everywhere, girl. Everywhere.
everywhere. It's all over the walls.
I can't even say that without laughing. So if your name has a different spelling, or if your name is like misspelled often, put it to us in the yes, girl.
Yeah,
You're like I thought you were straight.
yes.
I thought you were straight till you said yes, girl.
Yes.
That's on period.
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 Period. Just like people who speak French always hate that we mispronounce baguette. It's not baguette. It's baguette. Baguette.
Hey Nancy, ¿cómo estás? If anybody speaks Spanish and you have not seen the interview that I did with my sister last week,
Yes.
you need to go find it and watch it.
Last Tuesday.
Go check it out. But yeah, I would think that no,
Fromage. I love a good fromage. And it's like, no, it's fromage.
Fromage.
You
But-
idiot.
well, like even Nancy's last name Ramones and
Ramones?
and
Ramones?
my Google on my car, I have to
It
say
says it wrong.
Yeah, my Google.
You have to say it wrong. Like
Ramones.
like a
Ramones.
Yeah, Ramones. That's it. You have to say it
When
like a
I
white
say
person.
Google text Nancy Ramones, and if I said Ramones, Google
It has
like,
no idea.
Google's like, yo no entender tu español.
Yeah, she's all. I do not understand what you
Was
are
it last
saying,
Thursday? It wasn't last.
It was
Thursday.
Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
girl.
I'm looking at the calendar now, just trying to discredit her completely.
That's Monday. That's Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
No, it wasn't.
Nancy Ramones. It says it right there.
Where?
Nancy Ramones. 3 p.m. Conversations. Nancy Ramones.
Oh, that's right.
Right
17th.
there.
Yeah, Tuesday the 17th. That's right.
I forget he needs glasses.
Cheese. Yes, I can't. I do need glasses.
I mean, I'm not ashamed of it. I need them sometimes. My eyes I get
I'm
the
old.
eye fatigue from looking at the screens too much. I think that's what's going on with you too.
And but Nancy, for those of you, we're going to be doing
Cheese, yes.
cheese. We're going to be doing a second part to the conversation that we had. So
Oh yeah.
pay
Oh
attention.
yeah.
Pay attention.
Oh my Lord. Okay, I have to mention this TikTok because you watched it right before, and I still feel weird about it. The girl who's all like my Mew Mew, kitty Mew Mew. She's all my kitty Mew Mew
No, don't
is
go there.
brown because I'm not white. And I'm like,
Why?
and she's all roast beef. And I'm like,
That's disgusting. Why?
I don't get it. No, I don't get
That's
it.
disgusting. Why would you? Why would
I
you
don't get it though. I don't get it.
No, why?
You don't get it, so I don't get it.
I
I don't get the reference. I don't get why she did
It's
it.
disgusting.
Why'd
It
she
is
do it?
Because she's weird and
Because she's weird. Oh, I'm sorry. I forget. The whole world revolves around getting likes.
people. Yes, you should get. There you go. There.
What? Oh, the
Yes,
labia. The
yes,
labia.
you
We have-
asked.
we could- the
You
labia
wanted to go
majora.
there. Enter.
That is horrible. I'm
Enter.
sorry. I mentioned it now. That's gross.
Yes.
That's, I don't want to picture that. No, I love roast beef. Now I don't like it.
Arby's.
As long as it's between two buns.
Okay.
We need to move on. Oh my God, we are just the choo-choo train down to the gutter. Sorry, guys, I brought it there. So time to get back on the train. Go on.
Yes. Yes. Well, I try to encourage the conversation to go in a different way, but she.
She has the meats.
Welcome everybody to the gutter.
I love it. I don't think I was a peach. It didn't taste like a peach.
We were doing so well. We were doing so well.
Also something I saw on TikTok was, which I want to do because I swear as I'm getting older, this is growing in faster and faster. Nose hairs. I guess you could have these self-waxing things you could do on your own. You plug it in your nostrils, leave it for like a minute or two, just like as if
And
someone's
then
doing,
pull.
just like you're getting it on any other part of your body, and you pull them out and it wrenches out all those things by the root so they don't grow back quick. I'm like, because I feel like I'm doing it every other day and it's driving me nuts.
Well, I wonder if the ladies watching and even some of the guys watching do you self like wax your legs and
Like,
your arms?
I know you can't do no one. If there's someone who's doing a self Brazilian, I want to high five. I need to
Oh,
know.
we're gonna stay there.
Well, no, that's what you're saying. You said
I
your
wasn't gonna
thighs.
go there. I
What do you
wasn't
think is-
gonna
what do you
talk.
think is part of that
I was
waxing?
talking about like because women shave their legs, and I was wondering.
Oh, but that's not where you
Do you-
motioned. You motioned to your inner thigh.
Where are the legs down at the bottom? It's a hard wax, and you will cry.
I mean, I used to get my back waxed and
I got
everything.
waxed.
I'm not that hairy. but
Really, you like it? Wow, you love it.
I self Brazilian. You are butch, girl. That's hardcore, girl. Yes, queen. I'm gag. Totally gag. That is
sounds
tough, girl.
hardcore.
That is hardcore
That sounds
tough.
hardcore.
You go.
But you know
go.
what? If anybody,
If anyone could do it,
Piper.
I know Piper. We know you, the girl. You are girl. You are stronger than heck. Because girl, I couldn't do it. Remember, I said that theory. I saw a TikTok where a female nurse was talking about how when we say you're strong, we say, oh, grow some balls or be always about male genitalia, which is really delicate and sensitive.
yeah, but you said that a long time ago.
Well, I know, but I finally saw someone else who thought the same way, and it was this RN on TikTok. She was like, I don't know why we refer to males' body parts as strong. She goes, if you want to know what's strong, you should watch a woman give birth, you know? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Hey, Paul.
We haven't seen you in a while.
Hey,
Welcome
Paul.
back.
And she said we should start saying, you know, when someone's really strong, you say, oh, you're like you're just, you need to be like a vagina. Stop acting like a ball sack. And I died. I died. I've been saying it for a long time because women are, I'm sorry, you're built way stronger than men. It's just a fact. Not necessarily muscular, but down there.
But I don't understand the difference between, is it already strip wax?
Oh yeah, they make strips of wax that are already pre-waxed, and you just heat them up and put them on and rip them off. There's
But I
different ways
wouldn't
to do
mind
it.
doing my nose because as I get older, I get more nose hairs.
Well, and it drives me nuts because it's every other day I have to maintenance it, and it's like mowing a lawn. I don't want to mow a lawn every other day. I can just mow it once a month.
That's part of growing old as a dude.
As a dude.
Especially when you go to your hairstylist and she
wants to pull the hairs out of your ear.
and she runs a little machine on my ears. I'm like, calm down, girl. It's not that hairy.
Oh my God. My hairstylist will, if I wanted her to. Now I've been blessed. I'm still able to manage my ear hairs pretty good and get them and pull them out and be good with that so they're not full of it. But I watched her sister wax one of her clients' ears. Like it's just like the nose one. It looks just the same.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
But they put it in your ear and they just rip it out.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Because honestly, as I get older, I can admit it's getting harder and harder to see the hairs but I can feel.
I don't
it.
even want to shave. See this?
I know. I saw women getting waxed because they had chin hairs and stuff.
Yes, like rip off usually.
But hard wax, yeah.
But hard wax is way.
Hard wax is what they
wax
use in the
there,
salons because it's in the
and less
it's
wet.
hard wax and it's melted in a little jar. And
Right,
they
I've seen
paint it on.
that one.
Yeah,
I've seen
that's
that
the one. The ones that you get at home that you can do yourself are strips that are pre-waxed, and it's not quite the same.
Because my brow lady uses chocolate wax.
Oh my God, it smells so good. You're just
So
like,
good.
oh my God.
So good.
She paints it on. It's this beautiful. It looks like milk chocolate.
And it
being painted
smells
on.
like chocolate. You're like,
Oh my
yes.
God, it's
And
so
she's
good.
not as brutal. She's really,
Yeah, when she first did it, she was hardcore.
but now.
But I've been getting my eyebrows
She's
waxed for
good. She's
decades.
good.
So
So we have a second TikTok video for you guys this week.
yes,
Let me bring up his.
this one I just laugh at. I just laugh. He wakes up. I can't get over it because every time he wakes up, it's just in time to be terrified to pass out again. And then that last time, you didn't see the whole thing, but you could tell they were going down another hill, and he woke up just in time to go down that one. I love those videos where guys who usually they show them talking all like, "Oh, this is no big deal. This is like a baby roller coaster," and then they're passing out, screaming and passing out.
But you don't like roller coasters.
I loved them when I was younger, but once I realized I could die on them, I don't like them anymore.
I still like roller coasters. Okay, because Nancy.
I like them. I guess I can't say I don't like them. I just have no desire to risk my life anymore.
When
I think just driving my car is
when I
risky.
was a kid, and Nancy's watching, when we were kids, we would go to this place called Sandy Lake Park.
Oh yeah, you told me about
outside,
that.
like I think it was near Garland, Texas, and my parents' company, our parents' company, had their parties there.
Their
We
company
used to
thing.
have them. Yeah, we used to have company parties at Six Flags over Texas, which is another story. But then,
Oh yeah, you told me
then
about
they
that, too.
moved them over there because they started losing money. But there was what they call the zipper, where it goes like this, an oval, but then the little carts. Like,
Oh, they
circle
roll
around.
independently.
Yeah. And I got on with Nancy, and I must have been like 8 or 9, maybe even
Aw.
younger. And she started flipping it.
Oh
So
yeah,
the
I can see
thing was
that.
going, and I was yelling bloody murder.
She's like, as it's going
Bloody
around, it's like the
murder. Let's get back to waxing stories. You don't like roller coasters? My God, I love roller coasters. But
Daniel loves anything that risks his life. Like he did that rubber band slingshot thing.
Yeah.
And he's all, come on, I ain't going on that. You must be out your damn mind. I've seen those rubber bands break. I'm not going to be up there and go, ah! And they're like, he died in Orlando right outside Disney World.
But between Nancy
That's
and
all I
my
wanna
dad, they had me. I mean, I lost my fear of roller coasters.
Oh, yeah.
There was a roller coaster at Six Flags over Texas in Arlington, and
Was it the wooden one?
no,
That one was like
no.
so unsafe.
No, this one was. It was called Speed Lightning or Flash Lightning, but it was one of the first roller coasters that did 2 loops.
Yeah.
And my dad, when I told him that I wanted to get on, he was like, "Okay." When we got up to the roller coaster, he was like, "We're getting up in front," and I was like, "I don't want to get up in front."
I like the last part.
And my dad was like, "As long as we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right up front." So we got on right at the front, and because the roller coasters, I mean the rides, the park was closed just to the company. There wasn't a lot of
that's
lines.
really cool.
Yeah, so you
Oh.
could get in line. So if there was nobody in line, you can get on again. My dad had me ride it twice,
Right.
with my dad, I couldn't yell. So that's how I lost my scare of roller coasters. Love roller
You know,
coasters.
I loved roller coasters growing up.
Oh, I want to go skydiving.
Now you see, there are things I've done that Daniel hasn't, and maybe that's why I'm like, I'm done with roller coasters. I have skydived. Yeah, you're welcome.
I am
Yeah.
a product. I am a product of my sister. Just so you know.
Yeah, I actually have gone skydiving, Piper, and it is a once for me once in a lifetime experience. I did not get like, oh, I have to do it again. I'm like, I risked my life. I was young enough to not care, and I loved it. I did it in college with my people, and that was it. I pretty much like. There's a certain age I hit. I'm just like, I could die. I'm not going to do this anymore. And they say that's why most people stop doing a lot of the crazy stuff at their older age because they realize I could die. I am not ready to die, so I'm not going to do it.
I still want to go skydiving. That's
I know you do.
That's still on my to-do list. It was perfect as one and done.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm glad I did it because again,
Were you?
it scares my dad kind of drilled into me is don't let people tell you don't know what you're talking about because you didn't try something. If there's something you want to be able to say, I did that and I know I don't. He goes, the only way you don't like something is by doing it. And if you don't like it, then you're like, okay, I'll never do it again. Yeah. And that's kind of what I did. Most of my teens and 20s were spent doing a lot of the crazy, insane stuff, skiing in the Alps, taking the little gondola that ended up crashing and killing a bunch of people in the Italian Alps. I was on that like the year before it crashed.
Well, remember the last time I accept death?
Sweet, merciful death.
Roller coaster, take me away. Remember
throw me away.
I guess since Nancy's watching, remember the last time Alexis and
oh my God, it was so
wrong. We stopped at where
it was the state fair. It was Orange County.
But we were coming back from some other activity. We'd gone off to do something else. We went off to do something else, and we were coming back, and we stopped at the state fair here in Orange County, the county fair.
Yeah, it was a county fair.
And
Orange County.
I wanted to get on the scary rides, on the roller coaster rides, and we got on.
Oh yeah,
we got off.
Your niece and nephew went with you.
Yeah, and they were sick when we got off.
Oh, were they? I didn't know they felt sick. I couldn't tell.
And remember, and I was like, I'm hungry.
Oh yeah,
I get a hot dog.
I was hungry. I'm like, yeah, let's go eat. And they're like,
and I was like, do y'all want anything? They're like, no. And I felt bad.
Yeah, but then you all started going on all the circle rides, all the ones that go.
That we got on the circle rides before.
We ate. Yeah, I remember that because I remember they didn't eat.
Yeah.
I remember they were like,
and then we just left after that. We didn't
but they strong constitutions. They did not get sick, but they look like they're ready to. Particularly when Daniel comes back with his huge with the foot and a half long hot dogs, and we had elote. And
that's right.
It was, and the elote was as big as the hot dog. It was so huge.
Ayahuasca.
Mm-hmm. A psychotropic makes you hallucinate.
Oh, that's a different kind of ride.
But you could feel like you've been on a roller coaster after that.
Yes. You can feel like you've been on a haunted house.
I have to admit that's something in all these years on this planet I I've never tried a true psychedelic. Like I never tried LSD, and I never tried. Not that that's legal, so I wouldn't try it anyway. And I don't promote it. I'm so sly. But
Oh, what?
I got something in my eye.
That wasn't another thing.
No, I got something in my eye. And I never tried
That's one thing I never
shrooms
did.
or anything like that. Like I never tried any of those things. So I don't know. That's one experience I don't have is
Oh my God! Yes, yes. So our cousin, we're talking about before we continue with that.
oh no, we're done.
When we went, first of all, I'm gonna remember this story even longer. We hid. Nobody really knew where we were going, but we went to this. There was this place in Monterrey, and it was over on an old dry river. It's not dry anymore, but there was this.
Okay.
There was this.
Now it's moist.
Well, it kept getting flooded, so it's not there anymore. But there was this. There was this like a fair, like a carnival.
The carnival.
Carnival, and
No, like your sister said, went to the carnival in Monterrey.
no, she said carnaval,
Oh.
and
Oh, okay.
uh,
Carnival.
but we got on, and one of our cousin, she
Yeah.
thought she was so brave.
Yo, yo.
I love getting on them, but we got off, and as soon as we got off, she like just threw up everywhere.
Oh my God, that's so wrong.
It was funny if you were there, but it shows how you die or something crazy like that. Oh,
Yeah, it's you go on a
excuse me.
out of body experience. Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah, I've never done any of that.
Oh, twitch in my eye.
Oh, I want a local.
Wait.
For everybody watching, this is the Christian and Daniel Show. We want to thank all of you who are watching us right now on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Remember that you can be part of the conversation.
Remember.
Remember that you can be part of the conversation. Just join the conversation. Make sure you go into the video. If you're watching this on replay, you can still make comments, add questions, and we will make sure to reply them to you. But yeah. But you know, those carnival rides are scary because
Oh, and
you
you're
don't-
at the will of
you
whether they
don't
put them
know.
together right to begin
because
with.
the last one it was on TikTok too, the one where the things
Yeah.
just like
And it falls down. It like fell apart because they didn't put it together right, or it hadn't had the safety checks or something. It's like,
it still won't stop me.
I'm sorry, people. That's why I'm like, red line. Sorry, that's my boundary. Death is not. I don't want accidental death due to some guy who hands smell like cabbage.
Well, the state fair, I mean, not the county fair is back, so we need to go to the county fair again this year
Why?
to get fried
To get a foot long hot dog and some
fried
elote?
food. You know, there is something about carnival food. It's,
You know,
it's
the only fair we've
different.
gone to that I've ever gotten the fried food at was the one where our friends kept eating it all. No, it was that county fair we went to when we were traveling. That's the only time I've gotten fried food. The California ones really don't have that. I think because they're catering to the audience. Californians don't. We don't want fried food. We want like. we'd rather,
but they have some. In fact, oh no,
no.
here is where I had the fried gansito.
Oh,
I had the fried gansito.
Really?
I had a fried gansito.
I would have loved to have tried that.
Fried gansito here at
That's better than
at the
that.
Orange County Fair. For those of you who
Oh.
are Latinos, if you know what gansitos are, they have a fried gansito.
Way better, way tastier than a
Fried gansito.
Twinkie.
It is just
Because the only thing I've ever had are fried Oreos from when we were there. Fried Oreos, we had a fried Snickers bar,
yes.
and what else? There was like
Fried
fried
butter.
a fried stick of butter, which I didn't even know you could do.
Churros con chocolate.
Oh my God, that'd be so good.
Uh,
And then there was one more. Did we get a fried
Oreos.
Twinkie?
maybe.
I think we had a fried Twinkie.
Which is what? Yeah, fried Twinkie. They're
I'd rather do the Gansito personally, but that's just because Gansito has more.
you know I don't do as much fried stuff anymore, but
Mm-mm.
but churros, yeah,
Churros con cajeta. Ay.
But you know that there is still people may have all these different versions of churros here in the States,
But they're not
but
the
there's
same.
nothing like a churro
Excuse me.
from Mexico. Like it's just like I don't know what it is, if it's the oil or the masa, like the dough. I don't know what it is.
You mean the
but-
manteca?
Oh my god. Fried Oreos. Yeah, fried Oreos are so good. They're-
I just had a nibble. I'm only
Yeah.
I'm just
I
messing
don't,
with you
you don't do
people.
Twinkies, but they're so good.
You know, I don't like Twinkies. No, even when I was a kid, I didn't like. I thought Twinkies were really boring. But I have to admit, the fried Twinkie had some merit.
Well, I mean, like one of the things that I do here is the fried ice cream.
Yeah, you see, I think that too.
Fried ice cream.
Oh, fried ice
The
cream
one
is
at Carlos,
so
the one
good.
at Carlos restaurant. Mexican
Yeah.
restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
I don't eat it often, but every
It is-
once in a
yeah,
while.
we rarely get it, but it's so good. It's just that word perfect of crispy and
Yeah.
God.
If you've never had fried ice cream and it's battered in cornflakes,
Mhm.
so it's really good.
I've never tried that either.
Entienda? We have to go. Well, next time I'm in Houston, I'll try them out. Fried strawberries is really good. What do you speak of, woman?
I know.
I've never.
Nom, 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 nom,
I don't think I've ever, other than fried pickles. Which
I've never had a
which I
fried
love
pickle
fried
either.
pickles, and fried green tomatoes, which I love. Fried green
Never.
tomatoes.
I have never had.
You did have fried green tomatoes. You had them in Nashville.
Where?
We went to that restaurant.
When it was pouring down rain?
Yes,
I didn't have any.
yes, you did. You were sick too, but
Yeah, so I can't
but you
count.
did. But
It's sad because there's a lot of stuff we tried that I can't count because I was sick. So I had like a bite and I couldn't eat anymore. So I don't remember tasting it. Like I don't remember if it tasted good.
fried strawberries with powdered sugar and sour sauce. What? Are they battered or are they just like dropped in the oil fried? Like I need specifics, woman. Like how
That's Daniel B. Butch.
woman, mujer,
Mujer.
mujer, tell me
Hold up.
tell me about your fried strawberries. Yes, battered.
Ooh. Right. Oh. Ooh, if
Do
you do it in
tell.
like a nice light tempura.
We'll have to find like the right batter is.
Because we actually have a fry daddy.
we have we do.
Yep, thanks to my parents never using it. It looks like they had bought it and never used it because I never saw it once in my entire life until we were cleaning out their house.
Which I need to clean it out and refill it so I can
the
do.
oil's on.
I can do
But be careful. It might
the
be a little-
beignets. I got some beignet mix from Louisiana. So
I've never had a beignet.
use Angie's for the batter.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Angie's for the batter, like the mix, I guess.
Yes,
I don't-
that part I understood.
I
I
don't
just
think
never heard
we have
of
Angie's here.
because we're not in the South.
I don't know that I've never heard of Angie's.
You know, that is the thing with California. I will not play. Californians, you don't see a lot of these really delicious things because they just know it'll never sell in California.
I'm curious now. We're gonna have to
We have to figure it out.
because tonight we're doing the macaroni and cheese the way TikTok has been.
Yeah, where
Promoting
you
it.
put it all to everything's mixed together before you even add heat to it, and that way everything boils in. Then you add more cheese, you add some milk. We'll just add lactose-free milk because I don't have whipping cream.
Yeah.
And make it really, really rich. Apparently, it makes it really, really good. Auntie G's. Oh, do you mean Auntie J? Aunt Jemima?
Well, it's not in Jemima anymore. They changed,
Oh, did we change the
they
name?
changed the name.
Is it now like
It's like
non-binary, they, them, it mix?
They changed the name.
Sorry, I hate all that stuff.
Uh,
It says Aunt Jemima.
no, but they
That's
changed
it,
it.
Jemima.
It's just like Uncle Ben's is not Uncle Ben's anymore. It's hold on. Keep talking while I look.
What are you going to call Uncle Ben's? What's wrong with Uncle Ben? You know, I can think of a worse name it could have been named. But I'm like, come on, guys. Like, what? Why are we changing everything?
Well,
It's so silly.
There is a legitimate reason for it.
You know, are we taking too much personally as a society? Are we just taking everything too
No,
personally?
I go there.
Are we?
Yeah, that's for
You want me to keep talking? I'm talking.
Yeah, but not that.
Okay, not
There's a
that.
100 million things.
He does
we can
this a
talk
lot.
about.
Like, not that. Let's talk about something else.
Uh,
Okay. The sky is blue.
It
Your
is.
thoughts?
Is there any comments on that?
No,
Yes, there is comments.
the syrup lady.
Yes, we can spell her name. Yes, I'm still looking. Yeah, we changed the name. And
It says something with a G.
yeah, the syrup lady.
They them
Hey,
otter.
buddies, how you doing?
I love
sweetie?
that they them otter.
Was I supposed to call you? I think I was supposed to call
Oh,
you.
I think you said you were. Talk
Talk
but
about-
don't talk.
Yes, you understand me.
Talk amongst yourselves. Let me give you a topic.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Neither a road nor an island.
It's neither a road nor an
Discuss.
island. God, Lee.
I can't find what the name changed to.
And just ask. Just go like this. and
I
go,
did.
Okay, Google. What did the name Aunt Jemima change into? I can say it. Right?
According to Wikipedia, Aunt Jemima, renamed Pearl Milling Company in 2021, is a brand of pancake mix, syrup, and other
Shut
breakfast
up.
foods.
And everything but my phone answered the question. My phone went, that's inappropriate. I'm not answering the question. But Daniel's phone's like, let me answer. And my Google Home is like, oh, let me
Yes,
answer it too.
Your sister. I'm sorry, your sister. I was supposed to call your sister. Till I called, but she didn't answer. But yes. So anyway, but we'll
Well,
look it up.
anyway, so now I get it. I'm going to totally have to look it up now. I'm just dying to know what it
We're
is.
curious, but
But no, I sometimes you told me not to talk about something.
you ready
Ready for what?
for your pick of the week?
My pick of the week.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I like this.
This is nice.
I'm ready.
Where is it? Your phone said, "Let's get."
Let's get canceled, lots of loud. Oh my God, yes, yes. Oh wait, and by the way, Piper has a wonderful line of videos on TikTok, and she calls them my personal dumps. I think it's my personal dumpster fire or something like that. It is the most hilarious.
If you're not following her,
Girl, you make me laugh every morning. I see that, and it's one of the first ones that always pops up for me, and I laugh my booty off.
and she's a great guest too. She was on
Mhm.
put it together, and we haven't
We haven't had her on
we
here
haven't
though.
here yet. So
Uh-huh.
stay tuned, guys, because
And Piper, you can text me when you think it would work with your schedule to get together and do a little medium work. I'm happy to do it.
all right. So ready?
I am. Oh, it's Christian's pick time. My pick is Ted Lasso. It's on Apple Plus TV. It is a comedy starring Jason Sudeikis. He is an American football coach who gets hired to manage, or technically coach, but I guess in England they call it manage, one of Britain's premier football league teams. And the hijinks. He's from Tennessee, so he has an accent. He's over there in Great Britain with his accent and all his little isms and tales and stuff like, woo, that's hotter than a cat on a hot tin roof. But he says more original stuff because I don't know what to say. But it is hilarious. It's very funny. It's two seasons, and they're halfway through the second season. And the first season, I totally binge watched it. Well, I binge watched over 2 nights. It is hilarious. It is so funny. And I forgot how funny Jason Sudeikis is.
He's very funny.
He's an SNL alum, and he's done good for himself outside of SNL. So either way, Ted Lasso, Apple Plus TV, worth a watch.
Cool. And my pick of the week is the reboot of Fantasy Island. For those of you who remember the original Fantasy Island, it's back. The plane is back. And this time the host is Rosalind Sanchez. If you know her, she's done a lot of movies. And she was in, not Desperate Housewife, Maids. Something Maids.
Desperate
Maids or something like that. Yeah.
Desperately
so
helpful.
she plays Mr. Rourke's great niece who's taken over the island. And from the first episode, you kind of find out how they're transforming the island for the new generation. So it's really cool. The first episode, it took me a little bit like adjusting to her, but once the fantasy started rolling out, it was like, oh wow, I get it. This is really cool. But of course, with modern CGI and stuff, it really adds to it, so they can do a lot more stuff than they did. But if you were a fan of the original Fantasy Island, I'm sure you're going to enjoy this one. So check it out. And, that's my pick of the week.
Thank you, Daniel. That was very insightful and entertaining.
You're welcome. dumpster fire DMs. There you go.
Oh, I love it. They are so, girl. You make my heart light and funny in the morning, because I do. I watch it every morning. I laugh.
Yes, she's gonna text you, and yes, we're gonna work out so that you can be a guest for us here. So we'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Hi, meetings. There we go. Yes. How dare you miss my call?
Yes, you missed his call.
The phone rang and rang and rang, and nobody ever answered.
I know, he felt so abandoned.
Yes, a Latina, yes. And she's, I mean, if you know who Rosalind Sanchez is, I'm sure once you see her, if you don't know the name, once you see her, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She's done a lot of stuff.
And I like their version of Tattoo. I like how they did that.
She wasn't on Desperate Housewives. She was on
Murderous
Maids.
Murderous Maids,
Murderous
or whatever
Maids.
it was called. Something about maids. It's basically Desperate Housewives, but
It's the
maids.
same. It's the same producer.
Yeah, same creator or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah. So it's from the same creators, but she played a maid. But she's been in other stuff.
She's been in a lot of stuff, but I always saw her more as a character actor.
Wasn't she the woman in the Cuba Gooding Jr. movie where he plays a gay guy on a
I
gay
have
cruise?
no idea.
Do you remember that movie? Do you remember that movie where Cuba Gooding Jr. goes?
Devious Maids.
Devious Maids.
Devious
Cuba Gooding
Maids.
Jr. goes on a gay cruise and he pretends to be gay. And I think Rosalind Sanchez is the
God,
lady.
you could not get away with a movie like that in today's world, because he'd offend people. I'm offended. He's pretending to be gay. It's so insulting. He's behaving like a stereotype. Funny how our generation didn't have a problem with it, but no.
Let me make sure that I find out where
I am amazed that, but yet, you know, it's interesting. You look at some of the old 80s
Yeah,
shows.
Boat Trip.
You look at some of the old 80s shows and movies, and there's so much that they could not get away with today if they made that film and like did exactly the same thing. But yet there's so much that they couldn't do in the 80s that we show now like it's nothing. Like a lot of sexual stuff, a lot of cussing didn't happen in the 80s shows, but they did other things. It's weird. There's like this weird balance, like what you could get away with today and back then. And it's a very strange balance, but it's like, you just realize it's all kind of balanced, but my goodness, what people did.
Yeah. People are there is, but then again, like we're offended by some stuff, and then some stuff we've just acclimated to. Like for instance, just an example, RuPaul's Drag Race. Like when we were watching it on like regular channels, they would bleep things, they would block things out.
Like when he said, and don't F it up.
Yeah.
You know, they bleeped out the F.
She came out in one of my favorite movies, Game Plan, with the Rock. Oh yeah. And she was in Chasing Puppy, which is I really like that movie. With she was in that with Sofia Vergara. Yeah, Sofia Vergara, and I forget who the other girl was, the singer.
You know, it's funny when you look at Sofia Vergara today. If you go back not too many years ago, she was playing some really funny bit roles. Like she wasn't and she doesn't look the same as she does.
Sofia Vergara, no, she was asked to dye her hair to become more Latina.
Yeah.
Well, people in the States
Don't know her.
who are not Latinos don't know that she was actually part of a talk show type thing.
Mhm.
She was with this guy, and they would do all these sports things, and they would go off to all these events.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so she was like a host.
But she actually knows
She
about
hosted.
sports and stuff.
Yeah,
like
she
she's
hosted
not
the show.
naive about sports.
No,
That's
she's
kind of
she's
funny.
very smart. People don't know.
No, you know, I have no doubt that this whole I'm pretty and kind of dumb, that's totally an act. Like I get that's her brand. You know, because that's what made her famous. That's what got her big roles. You know, it was playing these kind of ditzy, pretty buxom women characters. And I get that, but I know that woman is. I'm sorry, she is not dumb.
Yeah.
She is incredibly smart.
It's kind of like
You could tell. You could tell.
Salma Hayek, I love you.
Oh my lord, that woman's a genius.
She moved up. Yeah, it's totally not. Salma Hayek was a novela. actress,
yeah.
and she moved up the ranks in the novelas
And she
until
yeah.
she was like,
I'm
"Adios,
done.
adios," and then she
Hola, Hollywood.
yeah, and then she started here with some really basic roles.
Yeah.
I mean, she did
And some
that.
are pretty stereotypical. Yeah.
She did that movie with Chandler from Friends,
Mhm.
Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry?
Mhm.
Yeah, she did a movie with Perry, which was kind of.
Oh, I remember
it's
that
a cute movie. It's a cute movie.
vaguely.
Yeah, and then you have Kate del Castillo, who did. She was in a couple of episodes of Grimm as one of the werewolf ladies. She had long hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then she went on to do. She was in the movie Under the Same Moon. Bajo la misma luna.
And who's the lady who's the actress from who was the not from Queen of the South, but she was the
Oh yeah.
she was the wife of the bad guy, the original.
Yeah,
bad guy.
she was in Queen of the South.
I can't remember her name, but she's been in
Veronica.
I love her. She's amazing. And it's so crazy how, depending on how they make her up, she could be either utterly breathtakingly beautiful and almost venomous with her, the way she played the character in Queen of the South.
Which I was with her. I
was
worked with
hardcore into her.
I work with her.
Yeah. And then she was in
Perry Mason.
Perry Mason.
Veronica Balcon.
There you go.
Veronica Balcon.
I love that woman.
Such a sweet person.
She is such a talented actress. Like, I do not look at any of her roles she has played so far. I've not looked at them and said, oh, that's Veronica, whatever. I've just gone, I'm into the character. She does them so well, and she just becomes that character.
Yeah.
Like, her character on Queen of the South was one of my favorites.
Yeah, and she used to do novelas in Mexico too.
Yeah. Again, there you go. But
Yeah.
you wouldn't know that as me as
I did
American. I wouldn't
background
know
with
that.
her. I was in background.
He was. He actually got
She
to
shook
meet
my
her.
hand. She told me I was funny.
You're very funny.
She said, "You're funny," because I did.
Because she has that kind of
I did
that
it.
deep voice
oh my
for a
God.
woman. You're very funny.
I was like this, girl going like, "What's up, mommy?"
Mm.
And man, she was. But she
Can
was
I
like,
escort you back to your wagon?
I said something
honey wagon?
funny. Oh, because we were in the scene. We were playing cards.
Yeah.
In the scene that I did, we were playing cards, and I had the cards, and I was pulling cards for people. And I go, "Here, pull a card. I'll read cards for you." So in the downtime, I was reading cards, and I said something. Totally. Did I already mention that?
That's
Yeah.
it.
And but in the break, I was reading cards, and I said, she pulled the card, and I said something funny to her, and she was like, "You're so funny," and I was like,
She has that beautiful, that just silky smooth,
"Girl,
deep
say
voice.
that to me again.
You're so funny.
Say it to me again. Dímelo otra vez, mami.
Ay.
Dímelo." Before we go, I want to remind everybody.
Oh.
Yes,
Never mind.
what are you gonna say?
I totally forgot.
Uh,
Welcome to 51.
I want to remind everybody that we have shows every day of the week. Remember that here on Wednesdays we have the Christian and Daniel show. What is the show name?
The Christian.
And Daniel show. And then on Fridays we have the Card Depot, which I will not be on this week, so I'll be out of town. And there are no put it together conversations this Saturday, but normally we have 2 shows.
They will resume in 2 weeks.
Then we have some really cool shows coming up. So if
Mhm.
you're watching us on Facebook, Twitter, excuse me, I just burped, YouTube and
I don't
LinkedIn,
think that was hidden from anyone. Dave.
make sure you check us out. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page because you'll get notified.
What's
right.
that joke thing on Facebook there or on TikTok? They're all drop something, burp, and but they're doing it with a fart, not with a burp. and
If
it's
you have not
hilarious.
bought my book, Grumpy Bunny in the Colors Game, go check it out. It's on any of these 5 outlets. And we are running out of the first edition. We just changed publishers. Printers. And the second edition is coming up with some updates and some changes. So make sure you check it
And
out.
the Spanish version very,
And-
very soon.
And the Spanish version, we couldn't get it published in time or printed in time, but the Spanish version will be coming out in October. So make
So
sure
it'll be in plenty of time for Christmas.
and yes, and knock on wood, we already we might have the cards out by December too. So pay attention to that.
She likes my chomping.
The jumping.
La chomping.
Love you guys.
We love you
Aw,
too,
thank you,
Piper.
sweetheart.
Completely.
Anything else before we go?
Let me see. Let me look through my note,
Anything
my notebook. No.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Remember, we're here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Set your notification on your YouTube if you haven't seen it, so you can find us. Share it with your friends. If you want to continue making comments or asking anything, we'll check it out. And thank Thank you. Great show.
Thank you, babe.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all are the best. Never change. With that, guys, we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Oh,
Next
wait.
week.
Is it sending you both
Oh.
love? Sending you love back. Thank you, Micah. Be safe
We
out
love
there.
you too.
Be safe out
We
there.
love you, Nancy. Always.
Oh, let me take that off before we go because it's gonna stay there.
Bye. Adios.
Where is it?
Hasta.
There it is.